His detractors point out, often with undisguised glee, that Nigel Farage has failed 7 times to win a seat in the UK Parliament. But such an accolade belies the true success of Nigel Farage, the man who has almost single-handedly carved the British political landscape of the last decade, and carved out a canny fortune for himself in the process. Without doubt, Nigel Farage has significant influence over all other British political parties, all of which he has achieved while being a 7 times failure. So what makes Nigel Farage so bloody successful? The truth is, his success comes because he is, to use the vernacular of our time, a traitor. Now, before you shout and scream, let me explain what I mean by that. There is no doubt that Farage is one of the elite. He is, after all, a privately educated multimillionaire who can claim some very powerful people as his friends. A definition of elitism, if ever there was one. But it is how he seems to use his privilege that makes him one of the people, and therefore a traitor to the elite class to which he is beholden. With a cigarette in one hand and a half-drunk pint in the other, Nigel Farage cuts a refreshing and distinct figure in a political era of empty platitudes,
strong and stable leadership with me,
and equally vacuous but well-spun slogans that offer a solution to the overzealous media scrutiny of age-old tweets. Farage has never pulled his punches while being an MEP since 1999. He stands amongst those in power, but detached from them. Farage is heard loud and clear, saying the words that the great unwashed yell, unheard, at their TV screens. It is no wonder, therefore, that Nigel Farage comes across to many as, literally, the voice of the people.
You have the charisma of a damp rag and the appearance of a low-grade bank clerk. And who are you? I'd never heard of you. Nobody in Europe had ever heard of you. I would like to ask you, President, who voted for you? And I can say with confidence that I can speak on behalf of the majority of the British people in saying, we don't know you, we don't want you, and the sooner you're put out to grass, the better.
For sure, he's had his slip-ups, such as saying this just days after MP Joe Cox was shot and killed during the referendum campaign.
We will have done it without having to fight, without a single bullet being fired.
But Farage knows it's not how you fall that matters, it's how you get back up. Love him or loathe him, and there are few, if any, who are undecided about the man, no one can deny that Nigel Farage is an astute politician. He rides the political zeitgeist as if it were his own form of transport. He led the United Kingdom Independence Party to an historic victory in the 2014 EU elections, being the first party in over 110 years to get more votes than either the Tories or Labour. He also predicted UKIP's demise, getting out before the party became the Islamophobic mouthpiece he said it would become.
Or some people in UKIP attempted to let figures like Tommy Robinson into the party, and I think that would be a catastrophic mistake.
In his new invention, the Brexit Party, he continues to be at the forefront of UK politics, appealing to the masses by saying what they are thinking. In no small way, it's thanks to the likes of Farage that mealy-mouthed political spin is dying. Bland statements that are meant to appeal to the majority but say nothing are almost a thing of the past. The likes of Carl Benjamin and Jess Phillips attempt to set the new world order with blunt words and cutting insults.
And I've said that to him and to his staff to their faces. The day that it becomes that you are hurting us more than you are helping us, I won't knife you in the back, I'll knife you in the front.
There's been an awful lot of talk about whether I would or would not even rape Jess Phillips. I've been in a lot of trouble for my hardline stance of not even raping her. I suppose with enough pressure I might cave. But let's be honest, nobody's got that much beer.
But this is the rhetoric of Saturday night town centre drunks. No finesse, no charm. Farage's elitism saves him from this yobbish behaviour. Other politicians are finally beginning to take a leaf out of his straightforward approach to politics. Vince Cable's bollocks to Brexit is unarguably a direct response to Farage's Brexit party. I don't think we are so far away from the likes of Ken Clarke and Tom Watson adopting this straightforward oratory, making it very likely that Nigel Farage, the 7 times political loser, will continue to influence British politics for many years to come.
And you can scream and shout all you like. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely time. Oh, enjoy the European elections. They're going to be great fun.